All right. You're listening to the AZ12 podcast. We didn't have the normal intro in there because we do not have our producer. I do not know what I'm doing, as all of you do know. But guess what? The content is still here. Hello, William Brad Ellis.
Hello, Michael. I don't even know your middle name, Luke.
Michael
You've told me
A.
55
Luke.
times.
Michael
Back
Aaron
the A.
Luke. Yeah, well, I'm back
There
the
you
A.
go.
Back Aaron Luke. Yes.
Twice,
All right.
Aaron.
Yeah. No, seriously. How about that? All right. We got a lot to get to this show. We're going to talk about Arizona, Houston. We're going to talk about the Battle of Girth. We are going, because this is going to be a girthy game. I think that we can agree with that. I think we can agree on that, Brad. Now, yes, we're going to talk about some Arizona. We're going to talk about some Arizona, a little bit of Arizona football, not a ton. We are a football school, as everybody knows. But first, I want to welcome our latest sponsor / partner to the board here. And here again, I'm doing this myself. Hold on, watch this. All right, we got Brad back in there. Signature Pest Solutions, my friends. We are very, very excited to bring them on board. Signature Pest Solutions. You need to check them out. All right, here's the deal. You might say, Mike Luke, that guy's a pest. You're correct. But they don't get rid of people like me, but they can get rid of those rodents. They can also get rid of, we got termite season coming up. Get rid of those pesky termites before they even get started. And again, check it out, though. And if you use AZ12, you can get $100 off termite treatment or $50 off pest control. Very, very good. Check out signaturepestsolutions.com or 392-436-0520 area code. Again, you will thank me later on this. Very, very happy to have Signature Pest Solutions on board with us. Very, very happy about this. All right. Now, Brad. Oh, wow. Watch this. Hold on, Brad. I got you. All right. Now let me get this out of here. Hold on. Again, this is me. This is me operating everything. All right. Watch this. Watch this, Brad. Watch this. Oh, we're back now. Okay. Now, Brad, Arizona, Houston. All right, yeah, back the pest. All right, now, Joseph, can they get rid of my ex? No, I don't think they can get rid of your ex, but
unless you were dating a scorpion.
Yeah, unless you're dating a scorpion, and then who knows? Hey, maybe. Hey, if you're dating a scorpion, does that count as a furry?
No.
Yeah, I don't think it does either. Okay.
Have you ever met a furry scorpion?
No, that's a good point. It's a good point. All right. Arizona, Houston, though, this to me is kind of this game means a lot for a lot of different purposes, obviously. I think the first thing that you look at and you say to yourself is, all right, if Arizona wins this game, I think you can legitimately start talking about, can this team be a 2 seed? Because you would have some really nice wins in Big 12 play. I think you start looking at it and saying to yourself, you're like, I think you can be 16-4 at that point, possibly in the Big 12. You got Iowa State win, you got a Houston win, you got a Tech win, all of a sudden your resume starts going up. If you lose the game, I think you're probably looking more in that, probably 4 or 5 range. And I want to stay away from the 4 or 5 range because there's certain teams that are going to be number 1 seeds that I want nothing to do with. What say you, William?
I think, oddly enough, a win does a lot for you. I don't think a loss does a ton to hurt you.
Right.
I don't think it costs you a seed at this point. It might cost you a seed, a line or two. But I think this is going to be considered a good loss regardless. And that's the good news, with the exception of maybe Kansas State. And I haven't looked at Wisconsin's record recently. I know they were not as good as they were earlier, but there aren't bad losses. I mean,
right.
If you lose to Duke and Houston and, they're decent losses. Right. It's what you do following. You right. cannot then drop 2 of 3 after that. So I don't think it might like submit them no better than a 4 or 3, but yeah, it's not terrible to lose this basketball game. It's how you follow it up.
All right.
That being said, you win. This is now a super high quality win, because no matter, even though it'll hurt them in the rankings, it's not going to hurt Houston in the metrics either, because It's a really good loss for them as well. A road loss to Arizona is not going to hurt them much.
All right, Nifty Cello in the comments says, we need Illinois and SRS. Oh, that would be a good one. I would get out there on Monday. If Arizona's in smelly, rainy Seattle playing Illinois, I would get out there very, very early for it. But let's talk about everything, Brad, that this game is going to come down to a lot of girth. Girth. Listen, Arizona, we had a motto before the season: no soft weenies. And when you look at it, Tobe Awaka, not a soft weenie. Henry Vasar, tougher guy. Carter Bryant, again, young, but not a soft. What's that?
Tough enough.
Yeah. He's tough enough. Again, he gets 11 rebounds, but this is going to really be a battle of men amongst men in here, and it's gonna be an interesting one. And like Dennis Walsh says, girth sharpens girth.
Yeah, Arizona's a little, not much, but a little taller because of Vasarth. They really don't have a guy. I think they have one kid pushing 6'11", but they're not a tall team. They are like most of your Houston teams. They got a bunch of dudes 6'4" to 6'7", 6'8". But there aren't any guys with ones next to their weight in their lineup either. Even their guards are two bills.
Right.
They are like what you thought of, when over the years what a Big East team was.
Right.
Maybe not the elite Big East teams. They always had a great big man, but this isn't a team with not a lot of height, a lot of girth, a lot of strength, a lot of tenacity. I think if Arizona wins this game, it's because of two things. One, Arizona's height, especially a guy like Vasar, and even Awaka's taller than most of their big. He's not very tall. And I think Arizona is faster.
Right.
This isn't a team that's comfortable scoring in the 80s and 90s very often.
Right.
Arizona, I think, has to be super efficient on the offensive end. They also have to not wilt, and which they haven't really done to physical play.
They can't go soft. I agree.
With the exception of that stretch late against UCLA, they either got outshot, as in the case of Wisconsin, as is in the case of West Virginia, or they got out. The defense was too. I mean, Duke just shut them down, and it wasn't because Duke was beating them up. It's because Duke was just too athletic at that point in time. Right. So it's kind of, Arizona's going to want to get out in transition and run and, be efficient from three. Houston wants to play like Houston did in that tournament game 3-4 years ago. They want to beat Arizona up. They want to out-girth them. They want to kill them on the boards. They want to force them into mental error turnovers. And it's kind of, if it's an aesthetically pleasing game, Arizona probably wins. And if it's a Houston basketball game, then Arizona probably loses.
All right. Now, you look at Houston up and down the roster. It's an interesting roster because you don't have, you start with LJ Cryer. And, oh, by the way, did you see he's playing with broken knuckles? Or he has
I did not know that, no.
So Arizona is breaking teams before they even play him. Are we considering that as a possibility?
The way Arizona in all sports is breaking teams is quite amazing.
Arizona broke the Chiefs, and a lot of people don't even know that.
They don't know. Yeah. Because Arizona, the Chiefs signed a guy from the Cardinals who then got hurt and couldn't play left tackle. That broke the Chiefs.
Yeah, no, I mean, you got to think about it. Caleb Love, though. I like Caleb Love, and I get a lot of people don't like Caleb Love, but, man, Caleb Love's got to show up in this game, William. This has got to be a Caleb Love game. This has got to be a game where he plays really well. This is the kind of games you sign up for.
Yeah, I'm not sure this is a game. There are a lot of games where Caleb Love goes 1 for 6. 1 for 8, gets a couple of rebounds, some assists, plays good defense. He probably needs 3 or 4 threes.
Right.
He needs to be a guy that is going to attract extra attention from Houston.
Right.
Because again, looking at Houston, we knew they were good. Then I kind of looked at their losses more closely. First of all, they have 1 loss since November.
Right, and they've lost every game by like a half a point to good teams.
3 of their 4 losses are in overtime. And the other one was their first loss of the year before Thanksgiving to Auburn.
Right.
And they lost by 25 to Auburn. But again, that was November. So that's also showing me that they're very clutch because they're winning these games in overtime. I mean, if anyone saw the Kansas game, that was more luck than clutch. Kansas should have put them away, but didn't. They won in 2 overtimes. Right. So this is a very good, excellent basketball team. We know they're well coached. We know they're tough. And they're balanced. And that's kind of the scary thing for me. Their best scorer scores 14 points a game.
Right.
Their number 5 guy scores 9 points a game.
Yeah, but they have 39 guys that average between 5 and 15 points per game, though.
Yeah, they're very balanced. They're not super deep. They're still 8 guys. I mean, but they're not going to roll out 10, 12 guys. But no, they're very balanced, very, you shut down Cryer and there's 3 other guys who can get it done for you. And again, Arizona's kind of built the same way. I mean, if Jaden Bradley leads you in scoring, you're not worried. If, Henry Vasar leads you in scoring, maybe if Tobe Awaka leads you in scoring, that means you're missing a lot of shots. But otherwise, Arizona can get by with 3 or 4 different guys leading them in scoring, and so can Houston.
All right, now, everybody, you know that I'm running this, so this takes a community effort because we know how terrible I am at this. Now, we are pulling up the next partner right here, and let's see, which one is it? RJ's Frozen Cactus. Watch this. All right, hold on. We don't want to get Brad out of there. Here we go. All right, watch that. Oh, Brad, peekaboo. All right, RJ's Frozen Cactus. Now, you might say to yourself, RJ, do I know an RJ? There's an RJ. Yes, right over there. But here's the deal. Let's say you want to go and you're like, you know what? I want to sit back on some of Grandma's old cough medicine and watch the game. That's called alcohol. They have very good stuff there. They have 100 plus craft beers, $2 deals. I am there from time to time signing autographs, making
signing your bill is not signing autographs, Mike.
Yes, signing the bills. Yes, I am endorsing the check. But no bad seats in the house. And let's just say that you're like, you know what? I want to get a little drunk and watch the game. They have a massive smorgasbord of a parking lot where they encourage you to keep your car ride share there. And they were on Bar Rescue. Did you know this, William?
I did. I saw that one.
Oh, did you? Oh, yeah, exactly. It was an interesting one. That guy's brutal, by the way. That guy's very tough.
John Tapper.
I would tell that guy, oh, by the way, I'm going to say this on my next read. I'm going to look so much cooler in the next show. That's called a tease, though. Either way, check it out. RJ's Frozen Cactus. Now, Eris Dental. Now, you might say to yourself, Mike Luke, what can Eris Dental do for me? Here is what Eris Dental can do for me. They have an amazing deal on dental implants right now. Now, a lot of times, like my parents, they had to get dental implants, and basically, if you don't want to go to like Honduras or Guatemala and get it like at a discount, you have to do it here, and they're like $10,000 or something like that. You don't want to do any of that. But guess what? You can go to Eris Dental and get it for $19.97 and the crown as well, my friends, as well. $19.97. Get it, Brad? The championship package?
I do.
That's very good. And the great thing about Eris Dental as well is that it's only necessary treatment. They're not going to remove your tongue or that the uvula or whatever that thing is in the back. They're not going to remove any of that, like a lot of people try to do when you go to the dentist office. They are going to take care of you. But either way, check out TucsonImplants.com or Tucson Teeth, and they will all get you all started. All right, I did a really good job. Hold on, everybody. I'm coming back here. This is professionalism at its finest. All right, let's get back to the comments. Okay, Mike signing bad checks. Your tongue is gone in Honduras. Oh, I missed a lot of comments right here, Brad. Hold on. Grandma's old cough medicine. Okay, now,
I want to shout out ZK Thompson, Eric Thompson. Do we know?
Yeah.
Eric, you don't call anymore. You don't text anymore. Eric lived on my couch for like 6 months.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, you got to at least give my son a hitting lesson or something. He's an excellent baseball guy. Used to umpire. I think he coaches high school ball or high level club ball. Yeah.
Interesting. So. He just says, Brad, EK. All right, EK. Come on, man. Don't forget the little people.
I think I forgot to send his brother a shirt that Eric bought though. So
well, I
may be complicit.
I was going to say there might be some issues here. Okay.
Might be.
Now, let's talk a little bit then about on the perimeter then. One thing you can't do, and it annoys the heck out of me that this team does all the time, and it bothers me like no other. Why in the world I cannot deal with these turnovers, these top of the key turnovers that are pick sixes the other way. It's one thing if you're dribbling in and then you dribble into some girth and then the girth like pushes it back or whatever. But if you go and these cross-court passes are the ones that are basically to the top of the key, and then they just go back the other way for a dunk, stop it. Stop doing that. Brad, I can't deal with That's why Arizona lost that game to Kansas State. I cannot deal with that.
Yeah, it's kind of a live by the sword, die by the sword kind of thing, because that's what KJ Lewis also does, those turnovers at the top of the key. But yeah, Arizona has to quit the silly turnovers. It's one thing if you're trying to, and I've bought in, Mike. It's one thing if you're trying to go down low to the girth,
yes.
and
you're all
knocked away. I've fought it for so long. Why?
The MNBA is next. You're going to start saying I don't MNBA.
Know. I fought the William thing for a while because it annoyed my dad, even though my dad named me William. Yeah. I'm just buying in,
Yeah.
I'm back in the
I break your will with my jaw.
will.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Yeah, so yeah, they got cut down the silly bad turnovers and the ill-timed turnovers. It seems like they always come when Arizona has a chance to push that lead from 6-8 or 8-10, or late in games when, again, you can either get the lead back or push that lead out.
Right.
There's never a good time for a turnover, but there are certainly worse times for a turnover.
Yeah, that's where I'm kind of at with that, but I don't want any of that. Also, this is going to be an interesting game though because Jaden Bradley, your guy Jaden Bradley, our guy Jaden Bradley, everybody's guy Jaden Bradley, that was his worst game of the season. And Jaden has generally been very, very steady this year. I can't have any more of that. 5 turnovers, and he let the guy named Doug, whose name is spelled D-U-G. I do not like that name. But either way, that guy ate him alive. He ate him alive like a bug. You know what? You know what they should have done? You know what Arizona should have done with Doug? They should have brought in Signature Pest Solutions to get rid of it because Doug
Doug's
rhymes with bug. Get it? But no,
Yeah.
seriously, Jaden's got to play better. I think he will.
Yeah, I do. Because he really doesn't put many bad games together. I mean, he is a little turnover prone for as efficient a point guard as he is. You know, I don't think he has a great assist to turnover ratio. A lot of it's because he doesn't dish out a lot of assists. You know, he lets the flow of the offense work, and that's why Caleb gets a bunch and KJ gets a bunch. But he has to be good. He has to be aggressive enough. He can't play a passive game.
Right.
You know, you don't need him taking 20 shots, but you also don't need him taking 4, which he sometimes does. Again, has to take care of the basketball. And has to be able. He's probably going to have to log in 38 minutes.
Right.
The only way I want to see Conrad Martinez in this basketball game.
No, don't even go.
Is if Tommy's clearing the bench with a minute left.
If it's a Josh Pastner situation.
Yes, because and I haven't been as hard on Martinez. I also haven't praised him, but I really watched him come in the other night. He had a turnover and then a blow by on defense, and I was like, okay, done.
Yeah. And the problem is, and some people get mad at me when I say charity scholarship, I do not care. Because at the end of the day, he's still living his life. I'm in my guest room doing a show. So I don't care about that. But
you know what? He was a roll the dice kind of guy.
Right. It's really, really difficult to watch. It's really, really difficult to watch. He's just not good enough. It's like, let me ask you this. Who's better, Conrad Martinez or John Ash?
I would trust John Ash more.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, John Ash was what he was. He came in with about 4 to 6 minutes left in the first half to give Jason Gardner his one rest.
Right.
And then maybe if things are going really well, he'd come in for a minute in the second half. I mean, Gardner played 38, 39 minutes a game, and John Ash would come in, play 2 possessions.
Yeah.
And come on out. And he was perfectly suited for that role. And I think he's a lawyer now making a lot of money. So good on John Ash.
One thing, though, that I think that Tommy Gunn has to figure out, though, and I think he will figure it out because the Tommy Gunn is smart, is that you can't Dennis Wallace, South Point's finest. The one thing, though, that you have to figure out, though, is you can't go into next year with one ball handler. That is the one thing that surprised me about the Tommy Gunn this offseason is that you went in there with one ball handler. Not good enough.
I think he thought, and for the most part, he's been right. He could get away with combo guard by committee in a way.
Right.
KJ and ADO and Caleb Love. And for the most part, that's how they have spelled Bradley. Right. But yeah, you need, again, it doesn't have to be a pure point guard. It needs to be, though, a guy who can play legitimate point, even if it's for 4 or 5 minutes.
Right.
You slide a guy over. And, Arizona used to do that a lot during the Lute era where, right. Damon comes out, Khalid would slide over for a minute, or Geary would slide over on that, right. 94 team, or Craig McMillan. If they didn't put Lofton in, they usually put Lofton, but Craig McMillan could slide over to the one for 2 or 3 minutes, right. And not kill you. And that's kind of what they do with Love sometimes, but no, I think you'd rather have point guard A and point guard B. And, my preference at this stage would be to get, to get Bradley back. And then if it's a guy like Burries,
right,
great. Or you go find a guy you find the point guard equivalent of ADO,
right?
A guy who's going to accept a role that's smaller than he has at his smaller school. But maybe it's a 12-minute game. Maybe it's right. 10 minutes. And that way Bradley's not playing 38 minutes, or if he's playing 38 minutes, it's 8 minutes at the 2 where he can, I don't want to say rest, but bringing the ball up and running the offense takes a little bit more out of you usually than playing the 2, offensively at least.
Yeah. But that's where now. Would you like so if you had a Braden Burries next year, would you be part of the Furries for Burries movement?
No, I'm not going to endorse that one.
Okay, yeah, you won't go there. All right, but
just because,
yeah, out of principle.
No, it's not even that. I don't know any real furries, but I know furry adjacent kids at my kids' school. They're the kids who are wearing the anime ears or wearing tail. None of them are cool. None of them. No different. There are a bunch of anime kids that seem like cool kids at my kids' school. My son kind of used to be an anime guy. Now he's all about the graphic, either ironic tees or he likes wearing bad teams.
Right.
So he wears a UTEP shirt and a Carolina Panthers shirt frequently. But no, furries for burries. It's just, I mean, if we're going after Doug, would you be like subs for Doug's? No, let's stay out of this fringe. Girth can be good and bad. It's a little disturbing. No, let's. I'm not going to go furries for burries till you just beat me down.
But there is a chance though that I can beat you into submission at some point, and this will happen.
Yeah, if I'm backing the Girth.
Yeah, the Girth movement.
I'm probably ready to road trip with you to Vegas, where I just play the who was better game for 7 straight days.
Oh no, that would be great. Yes, exactly.
No, I remember I still asked him, like, can we just have one conversation that if we're going to rank anybody, it's not sports, or let's have a non-sport, and you couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it. No,
you couldn't do it.
No, it's not unwired. Yeah. Not wired like that. Now, E.K. Thompson says, "Did you guys know Brad is an elite amateur hockey goalie?" We do know this.
My new roller league starts Sunday. The Deakheads, Nordique Deakheads, will make their debut, and I did get traded in ice though, so maybe I'm not.
What did you get traded for?
So basically, I did not have a great end of the year, and a goalie from the higher division, who happens to be the twin brother of one of the guys on my team, wanted to play goalie, so I got shipped to another team. I will not.
Were you on waivers?
I was kind of left unprotected for the second straight year in the expansion. It was an expansion draft, though. A team lost a goalie. I got sent to that team.
Not good.
The guy, I can understand. The guy wanted to play with his twin brother.
Yeah, no, I get all.
And I'm going to a better team. So
was this like the Tabellis brothers? Like, was there one that was like really good and the other one that stunk?
No, they're both pretty good. They're the Toko brothers.
Toko brothers?
Toko brothers. Yeah.
What kind of name is Toko?
Assuming Italian.
Is that like Toko Ono?
Nah, it's Tocco. I don't know. So there.
All right. Well. All right.
So now I'll be playing for a company, but I think they conflict with one of your advertisers, so we won't mention the name of my new hockey team.
Who is it?
I think it's a mortgage company.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah. Well, let's talk about mortgage right now. Let's talk about Michael Rubin from Swift Mortgage. All right. Look at this. We don't want to get Brad out of there. Watch this. All right. Here's the deal.
And if he sponsors a hockey team, I'm in.
Yes. He also plays in a Sunday basketball league called the Sunshine Boys, or he used to play in at least. So
is that the one you ref or play in?
Yeah. It's the one that I used to ref in. Yeah. But no, he played on the team called the Sunshine Boys, where it was actually a pretty fun team. But anyways, here's what he can do for you. Michael Rubin from Swift Mortgage, the Rubin Group. All right. The Pima County Lighthouse Down Payment Assistance Program is being released in March, and funds are very, very limited. Very limited. This means that you want to get pre-qualified now ahead of the release date. Apply your QR code up there to see if you're eligible. Look at that. Apply that to see if you're eligible, and you can get 4% assistance and a below-market interest rate. And we can potentially get you to a home with no out-of-pocket. Now, you can't have owned a home in the last 3 years to qualify, but there are other programs. Now, here's the deal. If you or anyone knows looking for somebody to refinance, reach out to Mike. Use code Salim Stoudemire for $500 off. $500 off. Ooh. Check it out. All right. Yeah, the Rubin Group, Michael Rubin at Swift Mortgage. And I'm going to mess this one up, but you know what? Every now and then, if I'm having to put things in my own hand, this is going to happen. All right. Now let's see here. Let's see. Maybe I won't mess this up. Let's see if this happens. Yeah, I messed it up because there's supposed to be the DMX song that says X gonna give it to you. X gonna give it to you. Yeah. All right, Comfort X HVAC. Now, you know our good pal Tony Gimino, correct, Brad?
Yeah, for 15, 20 years.
Yes. Tony Gimino has gone through Comfort X HVAC and has very, very good things to say about them. I don't know about it. Like I said, my nickname in high school was the premium package. But if you buy the premium package from Comfort X HVAC, you can get 10%, or excuse me, Comfort X. You can get a 10-year, a decade-long free routine maintenance, but you got to use code word Wildcats. This doesn't help us if you don't use code word Wildcats. You got to let them know who sent you, and then it helps us look good as well. Check out Comfort X HVAC. All right, now let's get back into this. Woohoo! Okay, now KJ Lewis. These are the kind of games that I was excited for with Robert. Yes, you're the only one complaining. Respectfully, I think it's okay.
Does it sound? Does it really sound bad?
I'm like
yelling into it.
No, I don't hear. I don't hear anything. I think this is. I think this is just Robert. No offense, okay. Robert. Because generally, if there's an issue, a lot of people speak up about it. So yeah. All right. So, anyways, that's not you, Brad. KJ Lewis. This is what I was. This is where, oh, by the way, I'm a very good ref, everybody. I'm probably the best ref you've ever seen. I'm a very good ref. My problem, though, is that I instigate. I'm an instigator as a ref. I talk a lot of crap to players on the court. And sometimes it doesn't serve me well. I do not care. But KJ Lewis, this is the kind of game that KJ Lewis, though, I was excited for Arizona, because this is the epitome of a guy that he doesn't have the way that he gets downhill. When he does that, he's got a loose dribble. There's no way around it, and he's going to turn the ball over a little bit. But at the same time, you also see that this dude's tough. This is the kind of guy, KJ Lewis feels like he should be playing at Houston. Like, that's the kind of player that KJ Lewis feels like. What say you?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's uber athletic. He's not super skilled. I mean, he's not skilled, but he's not a pure shooter. He's not a pure slasher. You're right. He is a north-south running back playing basketball. Right. But he does a lot of little things. He rebounds. He can dish out assists. He definitely can get the steals. He can lead you in scoring. I think, the comparisons are apt. I think he is kind of like if you took Hassan Adams and Juwan McClellan and kind of mixed them. And doesn't necessarily have either guy's best trait. He doesn't have the leaping ability of Hassan Adams, and I don't think he has the smoothness of a pre tragedy Juwan McClellan. Remember, McClellan had his father died. He had the friend.
Juwan was an NBA player.
Yeah, who just had horrible luck.
Right.
But KJ has a lot of it. He's probably almost as strong, if not as strong as Hassan was. He has some of, if not most of, that rebounding knack. Remember, Hassan, I think he led the Pac-12 in rebounding as a 6'4" power forward. Right. And was among Arizona's top scorers.
And when he did that as a sophomore, that was when he played his best. That was his best season as a sophomore. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, someday we'll get into the tragedy of Hassan's senior year, where it was a combination of, again, a lot of stuff that happened. Pokey dying mixed with I'm trying to audition as a 2-guard in the NBA, and I
being at RJ's a little too much.
Probably, yeah. So we had a lot of that. So the spam callers are calling.
Now, what happened to Juwan? Isn't he like a corrections officer in like Houston or something?
I believe he became a police officer in Houston. I think he's coaching high school there. He'll coach high school basketball. I'm not sure if he's a
is he at Yates?
He's at one of the big public schools there. Yeah.
Right.
I'm not sure if it's Yates because he went to Yates, right?
He went to Yates. Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's his alma mater or one of the other ones.
Yeah, he was.
Did he go to Yates or did
no, he went to Yates.
The point guard. Wise go to Yates.
Did they both go to Yates or one go to Milby?
I think Juwan was Milby. When he and I don't know. It's been so long. I used to be able to tell you every high school these guys went to.
Yeah.
And now I'm not as quite.
Where did Andy Eby went to like a Christian school in Houston, right?
Yeah, he went to a private school. Yeah.
Yeah. Like Westbury Christian or something like that.
That sounds right. Yeah.
That does sound right, doesn't it? It's probably not right, but it sounds right. That's all I care about.
It does sound right, though.
Yes.
Again, I used to know this stuff. I forgot.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what are you picking in this game? You picked Kansas State to beat Arizona until I
you talked me out of it.
Yeah. Until I peer pressured you out of it. What do you What do you?
I think
Go
I'm
ahead.
going to go with Arizona in a nail biter.
You're back in the A.
I think Arizona. Yeah, and I'm going to tell you here's how I'll play it. Arizona leads by 7 with 2 minutes and wins by 1. How about that?
Oh, I can totally see that.
Yeah.
Oh, I can totally see that.
They hold on.
Or Arizona's down 5 and they win by 2 somehow.
Somehow, yeah. And again, as good as Houston has been late in games, they have lost 3 overtime games. Right. So, they're not perfect. And I think, again, if Arizona can get loose offensively, shoot well, get in transition with defense, then that could be problematic for Houston, who again is certainly capable of scoring. They're good at, but they don't want to play in the 80s unless they're blowing someone out.
Right. Yeah. Now, again, Nifty Cello 611 says the hope is McHale can put us over the top. I agree with that. Yes.
I haven't been to McHale this year, but I've heard it's been nuts for these big games.
Yeah, it's been very good. It's been much better than in years past. Yes. Now, TLN, Tommy's Left Nut, says that that ADO is going off tomorrow. I will say this. I like ADO. I know most people don't like ADO. I like ADO. This does not feel like an ADO game to me.
The only way I think this is an ADO game is if Houston was really trying to prevent Love and Bradley and Lewis from getting in the lane and denying those in, and it somehow leaves ADO open outside out the arc.
Yeah.
If he has a defender in his airspace, he's not getting shots off against Houston. They're too good. They're too athletic.
You don't believe that ADO is going to be able to create his own against Houston? Is that what you're saying?
Not consistently enough. If he is driving dish, if he is transition 3, if they can kick out to him, then yes, I think he could have. I'm not saying a big game, but a solid game. Yeah.
Right. All right.
But let's be honest. Most of his big scoring games have come against weaker teams, right. And that's fine.
Now, let me ask you this, Brad. You're out in Marana, correct?
West side.
All right. Well, yeah. West side of Marana, like the what do you mean?
No, I'm on west side. I live in unincorporated Pima County near the freeway, just south of Marana. Yeah.
By like Twin Peaks or like something.
No,
like
right by Sporting Champs.
Oh, yeah.
Like I can walk to Sporting Champs
off Curtis Road.
Yeah, I mean, I live at Ruthwell and La Choya. Yeah.
All right. Well, here's something we need to discuss that there's a scurrilous rumor going around about Green Valley decorative rock. Now, you might say to yourself, Mike, I don't live in Green Valley. It doesn't matter if you don't live in Green Valley because guess what? They have a Tucson location. Rock, back the rock. All right. Now, Brad, do you know where they deliver out to if you get like a ton of their stuff?
I'm assuming they'll deliver all over Tucson and Green Valley.
All right, here's what they know. No. We need to be very clear here, my friend. Now, there are rumors that they deliver out to Alcatraz. They do not. Hey, by the way, I can't do it. I was paid. Somebody gave me $20 in the chat not to do my Sean Connery impression, so I won't do my Sean Connery impression.
Damn you, Trebek.
Yes, exactly. Shucking off stirred. But either way, they deliver north to Oracle, west to Marana, your neck of the woods, east to Sierra Vista Benson. Or no, Sierra Vista Benson. That's east, I guess. And south to Nogales. But you got to get like a ton of stuff, though. And they got like rocks. They got pavers. They got all kinds of different stuff there. Green Valley decorative rock. Rock.
They're not bringing you 3 pavers down to Nogales?
Well, I mean,
if you pay.
Yeah, if you pay for it. Yeah, like maybe 3 pavers. I don't know about that. Or let's see here. Here's the other one, too. Longview. Now, this is our good pal Andre Veras. I cannot endorse Longview, but I can strongly recommend Longview. Listen, here's what you got to do in life. If you got to hang out with people that are more successful than you, because even if you're not successful, like myself, these people will help you look more successful just by it's the company you keep. And Longview, insurance and investments, a trusted partner for your financial future. Personalized, comprehensive financial planning, tailored retirement income strategies, distinctive wealth management, certified financial planner, 520-325-3456. Check it out there. Again, let's see. Now, let me try this back. I got to hide this here. This production content on the show has been top-notch. Oh, it's back. Okay. Now, Brad, let's get a prediction from you in this game. And how important is it for if Trey Townsend plays?
Well, I just told you they're going to be leading by 8 with 2 minutes and win by 1.
Right.
No, you know what? I think hopefully Trey Townsend can play some minutes. I don't want to see him play a lot of minutes. I mean, I want him now to be basically the fourth big behind Carter Bryant. Be able to spell the girth inside and prevent foul trouble. And if he gets hot, great, go run him long. But if he's not, if he's just having a okay game, then I'm fine with him playing 12 minutes, 15 minutes.
Dennis Walsh, tweet out a picture, real time this, man. Back the rock, and then tag me in it. Yes. Okay. Mike's doing a great job. Cody, better watch out. I think I am doing a good job. Oh, we got a super snap. We got a $10 super snap in here. E.K. Thompson. Yes. Appreciate both you guys. Two good dudes. Very much appreciate you. Very much appreciate you. Oh, $10 super snap. You know that we got like $100 in super snaps one show, Brad?
Wow.
My dream is to
retire on Super Snaps.
Yeah, it's my dream is to retire off Super Snaps. If I can retire off Super Snaps, I think I've made it in life.
So, okay, do you remember Chris Bonney, who used to do some URA football?
Yeah. He permeates my Twitter from time to time.
Okay, yeah. So he used to do this thing when I was on air at 1290, where he would send me random words and phrases to insert into shows.
Oh, nice.
And I had to do it, and not just like blurt it out. I couldn't just be like, hot dog, I had to be like, we don't need Salim hot dogging tonight and playing some, but you should do that with super snaps where people have to give you a word like the show before so the people don't know what's coming, and then you'll find a way to work it in.
Yes. All right, fair enough. I got it now.
Sponsor Mike using
super snaps. Yes. Yes. Nick, he missed the X song. Yeah, I did miss the X song. I will. Yes, super snaps equals Baggins money. Very, very true. Dennis Walsh, I will get that on the show. Okay, now, how about let's talk a little bit then about Jawan Roberts. That guy concerns me. Now, you look at him and he's 11-6, but at the same time, I think he might be a little too, maybe a little too tall for Tobe, maybe a little too strong for Henry. That's going to be a big one right there. They got to stop him. They got to contain him. They got to figure out a way to say, hey, don't do anything bad.
Yeah, he's kind of I think he's their tallest guy who plays. I think they have a couple guys on the bottom of the bench who may be a little taller. I mean, again, they don't have 7-footers. But they a lot of guys 6'8" to a couple. What is he? 6'10", I think, 6'11". But yeah, so he's probably a little too strong for Henry, a little too tall. Although again, Tobe is his strength can kind of counter it. I think you just have to run both those guys at him in different ways. I could also see him being the guy who has the game like, oh, this is a career high, and Arizona still wins.
Right.
He could be that, get his 20, but if you keep Cryer to 11 or less, then maybe that works.
I need Cryer to be a crybaby in this game. Get it?
Especially with broken knuckle.
Yeah. Broken knuckle. But man,
how do you break it?
That also sounds like that also sounds like a playman's game for like a plainsman's name from like the 1840s. Like, and now we're entering the village of Broken Knuckle. Or something like that. Yeah, give Cryer a knuckle sandwich. You mess with the paw, you get the glove. You know the drill around here. All right. Now, Brad.
Everyone should try to fist bump him all game long.
Oh, no, they should. They should just say, man, it's great seeing you, buddy. I've never met you before. Dude, yeah, seriously. Here's a fist bump. Also, wasn't that cool what Kelvin Sampson said about Loot? I like things like that because that was clearly heartfelt.
Honestly, I the first thing I thought of was like, I've met Kelvin a few times, cool guy. Loot really appreciate, and if Loot had retired, 10 years early, or even longer, but Kelvin was the guy.
Live and Good hired him.
Live and Good would have hired Kelvin in a heartbeat, and Loot would have signed off on it.
Right.
Just like I think if you had waited 5 more years, but not as long as Monty would have been coach at Arizona because Loot was ready to. Those were the two of the guys in the league Loot most appreciated.
Right.
But my joke in my head, and I didn't tweet it out, was, oh, this guy knows more about Arizona basketball than half the people covering the team.
No, they do. No, it is.
No one's dropping an Anthony, and he almost messed up Anthony Cook, and he didn't. What he get into? He dropped the Chris Mills reference, which you and I, that's our guy.
Yeah, that is our
because
guy.
He didn't just go 88. He went 88 to about 91 with that group. He got into Khalid.
Hey, did I tell you yesterday? Dwayne Aquina gave me a lot of props on the show. He's like, man, you really know your stuff. We were talking about his defensive backfield when he had Dennis and about how if he was pissed off that Dennis had to go over to offense.
Didn't he have Dennis and Trung at one point in his defensive backfield?
He had Dennis, Trung, and Kelvin.
Yeah.
I mean, that's and along with Chris McAllister and Rafael Jones and all them.
Well, people don't remember, if I'm not mistaken, in that game where they beat Makovic in Illinois, Dennis had a pick six.
Dennis did have a pick six. That was.
And again, some people may not remember who's the linebacker who played for the Bears. Why can't I think of his name?
Lance Briggs.
Lance Briggs had a 60-yard touchdown run from the fullback position his freshman year.
Yeah,
So,
that Lance. There were two linebackers from the U of A that played for the Bears: Lance Briggs and Sean Harris.
yes, yeah,
Yeah,
but
again, yeah.
but yeah, no, Akina's the man. We know that. We love Akina.
Yeah, we like Dwayne Akina on this show. Okay, William, very much appreciate your time, my friend. Now, William, we are pissed off at William though. We're not happy with William. Here's the deal. Here's what William did. He committed to the post game show. And then he said he couldn't because his daughter was doing something, family stuff. I get it. But guess what? Guess who we're calling out of the bullpen? Matt Muehlbach.
Oh, well, that's better anyways. Well, no, here's the problem. So the game is at noon. My daughter had a volleyball game, and I'm the coach.
Yeah.
At 5 at the rec center.
Wait a second. You just said that the game's at 12, and now you're saying it's at 5.
No, the game was originally at 5. They moved it to 3. So there's no way I can get do the post game and then get to my daughter's game to coach them at 3:00.
You know what? I have no problem with that, Brad, because that's called being a father.
And at some point I will, and I don't want to curse anything because we're on a win streak, but yeah, there's a win streak that that my volleyball tactical masterclass is coaching right now.
Hey, let me ask you this. Can you do something where you go by Green Valley Decorative Rock? Can you, since you're in that area, can you take a picture sometime and just
where is it on the, where are they looking?
It's on, hold on. Dennis Walsh the great Dennis Walsh just took a picture of this. Hold on.
Because I do have a feeling that it's, not far from me.
Hold on. Yes, no, it's like right in that area. Hold on. Let's see here. We will not, hold on. I got the cross streets right here. It's on Wetmore and Sullinger.
Yeah, that's right down the street. I think it's actually right by my kid's school, old elementary.
Yeah, can we get a real time from you at some point? That would be awesome for the brand.
Well, I will try to get Tyler to do that with a Wildcat hand sign.
Right. You messed with, you do it and then just say you mess with the paw, you get the glove, and then you get Green Valley Decorative.
Ironically enough, yesterday was the 9th anniversary of Tyler the 11th anniversary of Tyler unofficially committing to the Wildcats when given a verbal offer by the old recruiting coordinator who then went to Michigan.
Right.
Because he saw Tyler, he's like, how old's that kid? I'm like, he's 3.5. He's like, he play ball? I'm like, he will.
Yeah,
I think the offer's off the table, though.
No. The offer's still on it. They were just slow playing him at this point.
Yeah, so we'll see. He is 5'10", 180 now.
Yes. Brad, you're the man. Very much appreciate you, dude. And I'll tell Muehlbach that you gave him the middle finger.
Not at all. We got to.
All right, TTFN, the great William Brad Ellis. Talk to you soon, buddy. All right. Now, hold on. I'm bringing in a buddy of mine here. You guys are going to like this guy, but we need him. Marcus, this is, I need you to put your camera on, though. We got to show those teeth. All right. As my buddy gets on here, you're going to like this guy. Hold on. I see him. All right. You're going to like this guy. This guy, I've known this guy a long, long time, and he's also told me, too, that he's probably the best writer I've ever come across. He knows all of he basically knows all of the Mike Luke secrets about, am I really like this? Am I really this weird when it comes down to it? And again, I think we're going to be adding him. And he's a very good author as well. Let's see here. He is not connected. Okay, but when he gets connected, then we will get into all of that. But also, everybody out there, what is your he's back. Oh God, this is good. He's back, but there's no camera. We need camera. We need you to have a camera here. Look, this is not what is in this stream with audio only. No, get your camera fixed. Okay, it's not Ted Wardo. All right. Well, he's doing that. Let me ask you guys this. If Arizona wins this game, then where are we at then with the Wildcats? Because I want to be able to stay away from Duke or Auburn. Period, point blank. I want nothing to do with Duke or Auburn. So again, if you get a 4 seed, you don't have to really deal with them. And then that makes it a little bit easier as well. So that's kind of where I'm at. But I need that to happen. I need Arizona to be able to avoid this and to be able to get because we have great expectations. we have great expectations. Oh, the chat is very, very interested in what Marcus looks like. All right. But again, he seems to be struggling with his technological issues on the other side. Okay. Now, Dennis Walsh, the great Dennis Walsh says, Alabama doesn't thrill me. I don't like Alabama either, mainly because they shoot like 10,000 open threes or 10,000 threes per game, and Arizona basically allows teams to shoot threes from time to time. Yes, Julie Gentry says, I want to play Illinois. I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but with Illinois, that was the part, though, that was the part that I got very excited about. Arizona playing Illinois in SRS is something that would really, really be good. I would love to be able to get out there. Does Marcus have ADHD as well? No, I don't think he does. But the if Arizona plays out in SRS, I will be getting there on Monday, and we will have full content throughout the week. Again, I will be bringing my gas mask. I will be bringing all of that because because at SRS, in SRS, this is it's going to be is what it is. Now in the Big 12, though, looking around, I think Houston is the one team that I look at and I say that they are. They're clearly, I think Houston is better than Arizona, but I do think that Arizona can beat them. With when it comes to Kansas, I think Kansas stinks this year. Now, listen, they could definitely beat. Joseph, that was funny. I do think that if Arizona could beat Kansas on Senior Day. I just don't think that they're very. I just don't think that they're very good. But again, when you play them on Senior Day, it's they're that's always going to be something that's going to be difficult to watch. Now, when it comes to the rest of Iowa State, I'm chalking that one up as a loss. With Iowa State, that to me is that's going to be the game where it's just like, well, Arizona's not going to be able to win that game, and I don't think that there's really any part about that. Arizona's not going to win that game, but I do think that I do think that every other game they can win. Here's my goal, though. Arizona, Boozewell and SRS, very funny, EK. I need Arizona to go 16-4 in the conference, though. If you go 16-4, I think we're looking squarely at a 2 seed, and that's what I'm about at this point. I need Arizona to be able to be a 2 seed. If you can be a 2 seed, then or a 3 seed, two seed or a 3 seed. There's a lot of teams that like I said, in that one realm, but all those other 2 seeds, boo hoo, who cares about some of those other 2 seeds? I don't really care about those other 2 seeds because Arizona can beat them. Now, I also got to pay some more bills here. Yes, we need to pay some more bills here. Now, what else do we have here? Oh, Arizona Primary Eye Care. Now, you might be saying to yourself, Mike Luke, all right, here's the deal, everybody. Mike Luke, where is this? I'm trying to pull this up right now. Hold on. Eye full. Yeah. Okay, look at this. Now, you might say, Mike Luke, there is no way that you are possibly ever going to look cool in life. Yes, that's true. But guess what we have in today? We have my Tom Ford glasses. So tomorrow, my friends, you will be seeing me in these Tom Ford glasses, and I am going to look amazing. Trust me, I am going to look really good. Don't take my word for it. Take your own eyes' word for it. But we got to fill up their offices. They got 4 offices right now. We got to fill them up. Arizona Primary Eye Care. They got all kinds of styles for all different kinds of people. And if you're cool, they got stuff for you. And if you're not cool, like me, they got stuff for you as well. 60+ insurance is same-day urgent care. But you got to go there and you got to check it out. Again, Arizona Primary Eye Care. Optical styles, optical options to fit all budgets, styles, and preferences. We very, very much like Cheryl. She is great. I am going to go there and get my get my glasses. I'm going to look really cool. Also, Baggins. 12 locations in Arizona, locally owned and operated, all food made in-house daily. Every sandwich comes with a cookie. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. Use code AZ12 for 15% off. Join our VIP text club, but you got to go in there and you got to use code AZ12. But you don't have to do all the stuff you did before where you had to go through like nine different routes to be able to get it. You just got to tell them AZ12 and you can get 15% off. Join the VIP club, and they got one up in Scottsdale. If you're like Dennis Walsh and you're always flying around the state looking cool, check out Baggins, my friends. Check out Baggins. All right. Now, hold on. Let's get back to these comments here. Let's get back to I don't think we're going to be able to get Marcus on today. I don't think that I think he's having some technical issues. So we will try then for next week. But we got the post-game show tomorrow. It's going to be me, Mulebach, and Ben One White. Ben One White, my friends. So we will do that. Joseph, we're working on that. Trust me, that's not on my end. We are working on that. That's why. But okay. On that note, though, again, we'll try to get Marcus on next week where he's having a problem activating his camera, it appears. But on that note, though, very much appreciate you all. And we also, you have the super snap from Mr. E.K. Thompson. That was very, very appreciated. But all of you, thanks. This takes an effort. This takes a village to do what we just did here. But very much appreciate you all, and we will be back with you tomorrow. Hold on, stick with me here, though, because I got to be able to figure out how to put this outro in there. I think I'm going to mess. I have a feeling I'm going to mess this one up. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like where this is headed. All right. Well, you know what? I know that I'm just going to mess this one up. So guess what I'm going to do? I am just going to hit the end stream because I know that I'm going to mess with this one up. And again, sometimes you just got to quit when you're ahead. You guys are all the best, though. We'll be back with you tomorrow on the post game. TTFN, ta-ta for now. Oh, there it is. I got it.